So today, guys, first and foremost, I'd like to take this moment to recognize a past loved one, that this would be her day of birth. The woman I refer to as the mother of love, wisdom, and teaching through my past life would be my grandmother. Probably the main character in my life. So many words of wisdom, a lot of confrontation through those years. But something that resonated with me today that I'd like to share with the rest of you all. The last words she had spoke with me some years ago, more like 5 years ago, before she passed, was remember the good. Please only remember the good. Those were the last words I heard. Through this awakening, if that's what you want to call it, whatever this really is, the catalyst that triggered this, or the intensifier that triggered this whole spiritual side of things. Those words have rang quite a bit and changing the reality of my life. On another aspect of that, releasing traumas, whether it's releasing negativity, a few things, or a couple things, I should really say, that'd probably be more like it. A couple things that came across my path and views was honoring the dead or honoring past loved ones. Upon communication with a close cousin today who reminded me that today would be our grandmother's birthday, whom both of us shared very close ties with, as well as a lot of us grandchildren did. The words that seemed to flow in my response to her today was as follows. Please do not allow your sadness to control your reality of today. This would be a dishonor. In order to honor her memory of her words of wisdom passed on through us, and through her last words spoke to me, should be taken as follows, at least in my eyes. To remember the good. Though she is not physically in our presence, she is there with us. Her words of wisdom, her unconditional love in watching all of us, grandchildren, in our natural state for the true selves that we were, was her bliss. Her words of wisdom guided us as best as she could, no matter the bad, situation, no matter the bad circumstance that we ourselves were experiencing, somehow those words of wisdom in those times may not have been understood at that very moment, but in time we would decipher and carry those lessons, those philosophies with our life, and it is up to us to nurture those seeds and pass those words of wisdoms on to the next. So in doing so, I suggested, as that I would do myself to this day, walk into the sunlight, arms open, eyes closed, smile, and know that she is there. That I would gratefully, and am gratefully, for those words of wisdom that have helped me forward in this journey and changing my view and how I walk this path to create new memories of happiness, though it may not be what we want, but enjoy the moment, and any moment from that moment forward, take it as it is, learn the lesson, smile. We're only here for a little bit, but the hearts and lives we touch along the way, and the words we pass, and the philosophies that seem to fit at some point may make an impact on somebody's life at some point in their life. And those are blessings that may not be validated in our presence in that very moment. But the gratitude and thought that it just might, it very well could be someone's epiphany, awakening, trigger, smile, or bliss of the day in their own realization. Something to look forward to, and just allow. I can say at the minimal, I'm proud. Live life from pure heart, pure intent. Even though at times you may find yourself to do something bad in order for a good result to incur. That's not going to mean it's right. That's not going to mean it's wrong. That term, it just is. It becomes really fucked up in its own way, but when you experience it and you cross that path, you may understand those words. The compassion for others, it's all we can really show. Life is not all bliss. Life is not all bad. but I enjoyed today. Thoughts and memories of the mother of love that I knew. Rode my bike, my Harley, whatever the hell you want to call it, my fun toy, with a smile on my face and the sun in my back and the sun in my eyes, depending on which direction I traveled, and thought of her memory. Done my best to honor today, where my soul glows. Many things have crossed. Conversations were had that were well overdue. And mending some bridges, as well as burning a few. Paths that don't need to be crossed, and overcoming circumstantials to blaze that path forward. These are my words for today. Hope they help somebody. Love you all. Bless be.